New inductees, please be seated. Good evening, members of the Blackstone-Millville Regional School Committee, Superintendent Alan Himmelberger, Mr. Dudek, Mr. Hartnett, family, friends, teachers, NHS members, and new inductees. My name is Abigail Austin. I'm the current president of the 2016-2017 Blackstone-Millville chapter of the National Honor Society, and I will be leading you through tonight's ceremony. We are gathered here this evening to induct new members into the Blackstone-Millville chapter of the National Honor Society for the 2017-2018 school year. This year, the National Honor Society has continued its initiative of being a constructive and enthusiastic organization. We continue to be a positive presence within the BMR community, as well as the towns themselves, by involving ourselves in numerous activities and projects that exemplify at least one of the 4 pillars of character, scholarship, leadership, and service, which are considered the foundation of our organization. Along with our involvement in such activities, all members must maintain an academic average of at least 90%, log 28 hours of service throughout the year, and take no fewer than 4 advanced level or above courses. Every month, the NHS demonstrates the pillar of character by choosing and celebrating Students of the Month. These students are nominated by teachers for their actions in class and helpful attitudes. Towards the end of the year, the membership also organizes Teacher Appreciation Week. During this time, staff members are recognized for their dedication and thanked for their hard work and inspiration, which allows each student and our members to blossom into their greatest potential. Furthermore, our membership has shown their bright character and appreciation for their community by volunteering to clean up the Very Family Cemetery. This historic cemetery in Blackstone had become overgrown and unkept, and our membership eagerly took on the responsibility to landscape the cemetery and make it once again immaculate for the Very family, and we have done this for many years now over each summer and fall. The pillar of scholarship has been expressed through our quarterly honor roll breakfast. This school-wide breakfast brought in honor students from across all grades so that they could be recognized for their achievements in the classroom. This year, we have had some of the largest honor roll turnout the NHS has ever seen at BMR. To improve the success of students in our school, the entire membership also actively tutored peers in all subjects and grade levels. This year, the membership went above and beyond the pillar of leadership by hosting the 11th annual Empty Bowl Dinner, and it was incredibly successful. Months before the project date, a committee was formed to organize entertainment, food, and supplies for the event. Our own brass choir, Woodwind Choir, and award-winning jazz band performed to add a wonderful ambiance to the event. Thank you once again to Mr. Schaefer, Mr. Marcotte, and Mr. Arnold for bringing their bands to perform. And who could forget the highlight of the evening, the handcrafted bowls created by our own members. Thanks to the patience and talents of our art teacher, Mrs. Robertson, NHS members were able to showcase their artistic abilities as they sculpted, fired, and painted bowls to raffle off at the fundraiser. Between the proceeds from our ticket sales, the bowl raffle, and other donations, we raised $900 for the Blackstone-Millville Food Pantry to feed those in need throughout our community. We look forward to continuing this event in future years. Year after year, the members of the National Honor Society endlessly devote themselves in serving the community, school, and fellow students. This year, we held the first of hopefully many book bingo nights, where our membership held a drive for new or used elementary school level books to be given to kids in our community at a game night. We also held our second Soul Hope event, where we joined with the NJHS to make patterns for shoes that would be made by Ugandan villagers. We made over 50 patterns to be made into toddler shoes. John Quincy Adams once said, "If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader." 29 distinguished members of the National Honor Society gave up their time to be leaders in our community as they worked to inspire students in all parts of our district to achieve and succeed, as well as aid whoever they could within our towns and our global community. At this time, I would like to introduce our superintendent, Mr. Alan Himmelberger.
Good evening. Thank you, Abigail. Welcome to our National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. When I was asked by Abigail to speak tonight, she included a bit of homework and a time limit. Would I base my remarks around the leadership theme? and the quote that she just read. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. This is not a quote from a recent self-help book that are so popular these days. It was said by our 6th president, John Quincy Adams, almost 200 years ago. I may forward this to our 45th president. All of our country's institutions need leadership, now more than ever. Leadership must inspire. It needs to make us face our frailties, our realities, and our future potential. We must reconcile our efforts with our goals. Facebook and Twitter are wonderful ways to communicate, but leadership requires courage, perseverance, and resilience, and more personal methods of communication, such as speaking and listening some more, preferably in the same room. There was a common expression when I was your age: you can either be part of the problem or you can be part of the solution. By your presence here tonight, you have shown that you want to be part of the solution, to make our schools, our communities, our state, and our country the best that they can be. Thank you to your parents, to your family and friends who have supported you and helped you on your journey tonight. On your way home, please thank them, for nothing makes us parents more proud than to know you really were listening to us. Congratulations, and my very best wishes that all of you will inspire others to dream more, to learn more, to do more, and become more. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Himmelberger. At this time, the Woodwind Choir will perform The Fair-Haired Youth from Gaelic Suite by Clancy Weeks.
Turn that off, please. It helps me, but it's hurting them. Thank you. If you could put a little more light on it.
National Honor Society is earned by the effective demonstration of the 4 pillars held in high esteem by the Society. The other 4 officers will first light a candle to represent each one of those pillars from the center candle of knowledge and then speak on these qualities. First, Vice President Lauren Bouvier will speak on character.
Good evening. As members of the National Honor Society, each of us have already created a foundation for a good character, a platform to build our distinctive traits that determines our response to the situations that we face. When a member of the National Honor Society faces a challenge, they respond invariably with courage, intelligence, and honesty. They don't ask for a reward or recognition. They do what they do out of a sense of charitability that is central to their character. It is also vital that our members take what they have learned from this situation and apply it to the next. A person with good character isn't just a good person. They are honest to the world around them and to their self. During high school, it can be very hard to know who you truly are. That makes it even more difficult to know who truly has good character. But I am proud to say every member has shown good character through thick and thin. But we are not done yet. Character is constantly being altered and rebuilt, and it is a choice to decide how you want to forge it. As many of us prepare for the next step in our journey, remember, you have a choice. You have shown how capable you all are of demonstrating good character, but don't let circumstances decide for you. Take control. Remember what you have learned from the past challenges and put it to good use. Those who are ready to start the next chapter of your life, I hope the wise words of Bob Dylan inspires you to cherish the experiences that High School and National Honor Society has given you. Take care of your memories, for you cannot relive them. To those of you who are taking the helm of the National Honor Society, be true to your character. Do what you think is right, support those who need support, and give for the sake of giving. Don't expect a nod in return. Expect the feelings of compassion to guide you and help make sure your character builds even stronger. To the new inductees, let your character shine. Be ready to rebuild and work out the dents of your character. The National Honor Society can only be as productive as you make it. Make the choice, be the person, identity, and the character you want to be. Congratulations to the new inductees of the 2017-2018 National Honor Society. It is an honor to pass the torch to you. To the rising seniors, thank you for all of your hard work. I know I have thrown a lot at you this past year, but I hope you are inspired to create new traditions and better the community. To my advisor and the officers, thank you. I don't know how I can express how honored I am to have worked alongside you and how thankful I am that you have put up with all my off-the-walls, bouncing, and creative ideas that can seem a little over the top at times. But thank you for staying with me through thick and thin. Thank you for coming out tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you, Lauren. Next, Secretary Colin Bisbee will speak on scholarship.
Alrighty, so scholarship. Each member of the National Honor Society begins his or her journey by embodying the pillar of scholarship. According to many National Honor Society chapters, scholarship is characterized by a commitment to learning. It is a student who is willing to spend the necessary time to cultivate his or her mind in the quest for knowledge. This pillar can only be achieved through diligence and effort. Scholarship means always doing the best work possible, regardless of impending reward. In order to become eligible to become inducted into the National Honor Society, a student must maintain an average of at least 90s in all classes. While this scholastic achievement is an incredible accomplishment by itself, it is just the first step in becoming part of this organization. The students here in front of me know good grades like the back of their hands. I don't doubt that. But the students in front of me go far beyond just good grades, which the National Honor Society embodies. Learning isn't a chore to them. It's a passion to know more about what they study and the world we live in. This year's chapter of National Honor Society has demonstrated outstanding scholarship. While maintaining the academic requirements, the members have kept a very active and full membership in school activities in the community. Much of our membership is composed of musicians, student athletes, student council, and student body representatives, as well as other extracurricular activities. This year, our membership has also shared the importance of scholarship with our entire school. Each member is required to take part in tutoring. Tutoring here at the school is where an NHS member is paired one-on-one with students who need help. On top of this, the NHS also hosts a quarterly honorable breakfast where those who have gotten high honors and honors are rewarded for their efforts. This year, we even added a raffle and some music to promote scholarship and hopefully further more students to make it into these breakfasts. We also have an annual Student Athlete Week where students with great scholarship while participating in a sport are recognized and announced at our Ultimate Frisbee tournament. As a 2016-2017 Secretary of the Blackstone-Millville Regional High School chapter of the National Honor Society, I could not be any more proud of the scholarship shown by each and every member. Each member's dedication to learning, helping others, and improving themselves has been inspiring to me. I would like to end with a quote that is a Chinese proverb. Tell me and I'll forget, show me and I may remember, involve me and I'll understand. And I know that this chapter has been fully involved in the community and the classroom. I have no doubt those sitting here to be inducted will bring the same passion, the kind of passion that the teachers or your parents don't expect, but the passion to learn and change the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Colin. Now, Treasurer Julie Catalano will speak on leadership.
If your actions inspire others to do more, dream more, learn more, and become more, then you are a leader, by John Quincy Adams. The students that sit behind me on this rewarding night are not only reminded of this quote, but are able to fulfill the responsibilities and actions that are asked by them. To those who do not take the time to look at them and see what they have accomplished, they are just regular, everyday teenagers. But to our community, they are leaders. Leaders are able to aid others while also tending to their daily actions. Our members do not fall short of this task. Throughout the 2016-2017 school year, our membership has taken part in many leadership opportunities that our school and community has offered us. Not only do these students take part in these activities, but they are also able to complete the tasks that are constantly asked of them. These leaders oftentimes find themselves helping out other students by setting up activities or helping them with classes. Each member of the organization is required to tutor for at least 6 weeks throughout the school year. They spend time after school or even in their study halls helping students who struggles with one or more classes. This also expands outside the BMR hallways into the hallways of the middle schools and elementary schools as well. This year, we've had many members tutor younger children, whether it is in an after-school homework club or at the local libraries, but our leadership doesn't stop here. The NHS is also responsible for some of the activities that take place here at BMR, such as the Ultimate Frisbee, Kiss a Senior Goodbye, and the multiple food and clothes drives that are held throughout the year. All of these activities are student-run, meaning that we have a couple of our members working behind the scenes to make sure that these events are continuously successful. They collect cans, count the money, pick up supplies, and even drop off the various items we have collected. We have been approached by a couple of the clubs at Millville Elementary School asking if students would be able to dedicate their time to help the teachers who run the clubs make sure everything goes smoothly. Our two biggest clubs were the Craft Club and the STEM Club, both running after school until 4. I have been granted the opportunity to be the treasurer and tutoring coordinator for 2016-2017 school year and have witnessed firsthand the amazing leaders each student has become. I have no doubt in my mind that these members will continue to provide time and dedication to our communities. I am positive that you will continue to display the amount of leadership that is here on stage. Lastly, I am happy that I'm able to stand before you on the stage tonight and look at our present and future members of the Blackstone-Millville Regional High School chapter of the National Honor Society, and know that I am calling on leaders that will carry out the traditions this organization has. Thank you.
Thank you, Julia. Lastly, historian Caitlin Castelluccio will speak on service.
Service. What does it mean to the BMR National Honor Society 2016-2017 chapter? Service is one of the major pillars that National Honor Society abides by, and our membership goes above and beyond to help and support our community. Our membership believes service is not a requirement or a duty, but rather views service as an opportunity to make a difference in someone's day. Each member is required to do 8 to 10 hours each semester of community service within and outside of our membership. All of our members of the National Honor Society have been able to keep up with their hours and bring joy to others in the community. Our members have truly dedicated their time this year to giving back and serving our community by volunteering many hours. As a service organization, we volunteer at various places in our community, such as our elementary schools, by babysitting kids during parent-teacher conferences, and at our local food pantry, in which we send a person every Tuesday and Saturday with donated goods we collect as a membership. Two huge projects that we take on each year are Soul Hope and the Empty Bowl Dinner. This was our second year doing Soul Hope, and yet again it was a huge success. Our membership got together to support children in Africa who don't have shoes and suffer from a foot infection called chiggers. We cut out pieces of denim for toddler-sized shoes from old jeans and milk jugs and send them off to be made into shoes. Our annual Empty Bowl Dinner was a success and a great turnout as well. Our members put on a soup dinner for the community, and every member made a ceramic bowl that was raffled off at the end of the night. All our money that was raised went to the food pantry to help them continue the great deeds they do to support the people in our community. Some other projects we took on this year were Book Bingo, where we held a drive for new or used elementary school level books to be given to kids in our community at a game night. And Pet Speak, where we donated pet toys and supplies to a local animal shelter, and we even got our school to make braided toys during advisory. Our membership is full of busy, dedicated students, but each of us find time to devote ourselves to this great organization and community. This group of students sitting behind me have done amazing things this year and have truly inspired me and hopefully inspired others with their determination and passion for helping others. I am honored to have served as the BMR National Honor Society's historian and service coordinator for the 2016-2017 school year, and I wish the best of luck to the members in their future endeavors as a membership. Thank you.
Thank you, Caitlin. Would all the candidates for induction into the Blackstone-Millville Regional Chapter of the National Honor Society and also current members please rise Raise your right hand and repeat after me the National Honor Society pledge. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school. And will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Please be seated. This year, the National Honor Society informally inducted one senior after the fall semester. This member was involved in NHS functions throughout the rest of the school year and has taken an active role in multiple committees while performing many hours of community service. I would now like to formally induct this senior and our new members. Please hold your applause until all members have been inducted. From the senior class, Timothy Spratt. From the junior class, Sarah Douglas. Courtney Schleier. From the sophomore class, Megan Broder. Madeline Carey. Cameron Sarandolo. Kelly Fitzgerald. Emily Franceschi. Jenna Gauthier. Haley Gervais. Michaela Martinelli. Jared McCarthy. Caitlin McCarthy. Rebecca Saint-Amant. Elizabeth Volpe. Congratulations to all of you. Please be seated. This evening, I have the privilege of introducing our keynote speaker, Mr. Frederick Hartnett, who has an impressive educational background. After getting his master's degree in education from Worcester State University in 1963, he went on to hold every position in our school district possible. During his career, he climbed the ranks from teacher to superintendent of our district, a position he held from 2001 to 2003. Afterwards, he was an educational consultant for 6 years. With this extensive career, he is the epitome of an educator and an outstanding member of our Blackstone Millville community. Now please give a warm welcome to Mr. Hartnett.
At the outset, I want to extend my commendations and congratulations to all the members, those previously inducted and those so inducted this evening into the local chapter of the NHS. You are indeed a select and special group. I was honored back in the 90s, in the previous century, by being inducted into this chapter as well. I was inducted on the basis of character. I was never sure whether they thought I had it or whether they just thought I was one. It is indeed a pleasure to be here this evening. I must admit that at my age, it is a pleasure to be anywhere. Yet to be in the presence of the students here this evening, as it always has been, is a distinct pleasure. I thank Mr. McLean and the officers and members for inviting me to share this evening with them. Truthfully, I have always looked forward to this evening's event, and I must comment that my wife's was her favorite event to attend. During my time here in the district, my absolutely favorite times were those when I was fortunate to be in the company of members of the student body. One of those times annually was when members of the National Honor Society and the Student Council would accompany me to the former Spags in Worcester on an early December morning to buy items for the Lucian Benoit Christmas Fund, which would benefit the needy of the community. After shopping for toys and clothing, etc., we would stop for breakfast on the way back to class. Invariably, customers in the restaurant would stop and ask, where are these young people from? This was followed immediately by what great kids they are. It's always been my mantra to repeatedly and publicly state that BMR had great young people. It is comforting to acknowledge that this group assembled here tonight continues to represent that truth. As we've heard many times tonight, a quote from John Quincy Adams is basically the theme of tonight's event. The top of the program, it lists it so you can all take it home and reflect on it. It is significant, I believe, to note that 2017 represents the 50th anniversary of the creation of the Blackstone-Millville Regional School District. We tend to think it's been here forever, but it hasn't. Tonight we all sit in an auditorium which is named after two of the leaders, the founders, John P. Maloney from the town of Millville and Charles F. Sullivan from the town of Blackstone. They had a collective dream to create a school system that would improve and increase the educational opportunities for the young people of the two towns. Part and parcel of that plan was to build what would become at the time the Blackstone-Millville Regional Junior Senior High School, which was built and opened in spite of considerable opposition in the fall of 1970. They persevered because they believed it was important for the future of its youngest citizens. Your selection here tonight further validates that their vision was spot on. Their actions definitely inspired others to do more. One of the first moves they made was to hire Thomas J. Cullen as superintendent of schools, who served here from 1970 to 1989. And during that time, he inspired the citizens of the two towns to expand from a 7 through 12 district to a K-12 district in 1982. A prime example of the many works of Mr. Cullen's leadership can be seen through the success of the music department. From 1970 to 2017, the department has only had 3 leaders during that time. Tom Hesney, Ronald Bebo, affectionately known as Buddy, and now Todd Schaefer. They were always ably assisted by Mr. Russ Arnold. Their leadership has resulted in innumerable championships, honors, successes, as we and others know worldwide. And in turn, parents have been inspired to form the Music Association, which has provided innumerable opportunities for young people to dream more, learn more, and become more. There are many examples in history of individuals whose actions have inspired, be it Winston Churchill, whose speech to the English House of Commons, known as "We shall fight them on the beaches," inspired the leaders of the free world to stand tall against the oppression of Adolf Hitler and the Nazis. Helen Keller, who in spite of her own limitations became the champion for the rights of others with disabilities. Rosa Parks, who became known not only for refusing to relinquish her seat on the bus, but as the First Lady of Civil Rights. John Fitzgerald Kennedy and Martin Luther King Jr., whose dreams of equality resulted in the passage of the Civil Rights Act. Nelson Mandela, who spent decades in prison fighting against the practice of apartheid in his native South Africa. Dr. Jonas Salk, whose dreams culminated in the creation of a vaccine which all but eliminated the scourge of polio in society worldwide. I recently saw an appropriate quote which can be applied to all of them. Visionaries never go out of style. One of your fellow students and a member of the class of 2017 has recently been elected as a member of the Black-Stone-Millville Regional District School Committee, joining the ranks of many significant previously elected people served, as did Mr. Sullivan and Maloney. Mr. Paul Bouvier, Lauren's grandfather, is here tonight, and he served for many years, including being the treasurer and the chairman. I commend Jack Keefe for putting himself out there and whose action may inspire others to serve their communities in the future, wherever they may be. Jack's grandfather, Robert Keefe, served for decades, first as an excellent math teacher and later as the long-serving principal of JFK and Title I director. He and I are appointed as teaching principals in the long-eliminated four-room schoolhouses, both of which are apartment buildings now, the Grammar and Lincoln Schools in 1965. Yes, young ladies and gentlemen, that was 1965, not 1865. And no, we didn't know President Lincoln. You are a credit not only to yourselves, but to your parents and grandparents as well. There is a song, What a Wonderful World, sung by two performers, unless you are a member of the jazz band, you may have no knowledge of, Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong. One of the lyrics centers around the dream your parents and grandparents may have had when you were young. I won't sing it, but it goes, I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. You are testimony that they were right. I again commend and congratulate each of you. It is indeed an honor you deserve and have earned. With it goes responsibility, however. To whom much is given, much is expected. I encourage you to dream as you move on and urge you to make an impact. The late Senator Robert F. Kennedy, in paraphrasing a quote from George Bernard Shaw, said, "Some see things as they are and ask why. I dream things as they should be and ask why not." Please be in that latter category. Best wishes, thank you again, and be safe.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hartnett. Before I address next year's officers of the National Honor Society, I would like to say a few words to the current leaders. First, I'd like to thank all four of you for the work you have put into our organization this year. You have all put in countless hours in and out of school to make events and meetings run smoothly. You should all be proud of what we have accomplished this year and how you have all turned into wonderful leaders. To the graduating seniors, thank you for your time and dedication in stepping up to the needs of our school and community. I wish you all the best of luck in college and may you all succeed. Thank you to this year's entire membership for all you have done and for making this year an accomplished and unforgettable one. We will now conduct the installation of new officers. As each position is named, would the new and current officers please step up to the candle of knowledge. Please hold your applause until all officers are named. Historian, Nicole Gazinski. Treasurer, Anita LaHue. Secretary, Haley Carroll. Vice President, Arthur Newsgration. President, Angeline Levitt. I hope you have a productive and prosperous year with these new officers. I am sure you will continue our great legacy and further expand the achievements of the National Honor Society and continue to better the Blackstone Millville community. Congratulations. Please be seated. Each year, the new members are asked to invite an inspiring teacher, coach, counselor, or administrator from the BMR community to this ceremony. Remember that you are respected members of society who are tasked with developing and guiding these students in the hopes of growing lifelong learners. This year's selections include Amy Verrell, Justin Cameron, Keith McNamara, Jeffrey Curran, Todd Schaefer, Carol Conti, Catherine Finnegan, Lisa Demers, John McCormick, Maureen Rose, and Mark DeWolf. Would they, and all other faculty members present, please stand and be recognized for your unconditional efforts, guidance, and dedication to these outstanding students. On behalf of the 2016-2017 National Honor Society, I would like to extend thanks and gratitude to the Woodwind Choir for providing us with their wonderful music selection for tonight. Also, I would like to thank Jack Keefe and Anthony Felice for their work in the lighting and sound booth. A thanks to all of the supportive parents sitting in the audience tonight as well. You have helped each of us reach this point today, and you have inspired us each and every day to be the best that we can be. I would now like to thank our advisor, Mrs. McLean, who has selflessly guided our membership into brighter futures and gracious acts of service with her countless early mornings and late afternoons. Each week, you bring exciting new ideas and plans for our membership, and we are forever fortunate for your dedication to our organization. Our National Honor Society would not have achieved all it did this year without your help and guidance. You have nobly shaped the 2016-2017 National Honor Society into an unforgettable year, defined by imaginative projects for our community and revolutionary plans for the future of our organization. The entire membership would like to thank you for your unwavering assistance this year. Please stand and be recognized. Our program. Would you please allow us to lead you out of the auditorium and into the cafeteria to celebrate the induction of our new members? We ask that you please remain seated until all members have exited. Thank you. You may rise.